Alright, so your vocabulary word today is controller. Okay, tell me an example of a controller.
An Xbox controller.
An Xbox controller.
A TV and PlayStation controller.
TV, PlayStation controller.
A remote control to drive a car, like a remote car.
Okay.
There's a light that some people have lights in the city that they're
Okay, very good. Ansley?
like kind of like a control to turn on a projector.
Okay, so what does a control do? Just thinking about all those types of controls, what do they do, Justice?
It controls my electronic.
Yeah, it's what controls the electronic. It makes it do what you want it to do, right? If I want to turn on the projector using this remote control, I'm going to push the power button, right? If you want to make something happen when you're playing a video game, you're going to push the button on your remote control to make that happen, right? Okay, so in an electric car, the controller is the device that regulates the amount of electric current sent from the battery to the motor. Okay, it controls the amount of electric current, that's what makes it go, sent from the battery to the motor. We're going to read some more about that. So thinking about a controller, we said that's what controls or makes happen what you want to happen. So think about that as I read this aloud to you. When a person is driving an electric car, he or she can speed up or slow down the car with the help of a device called a controller. So in the electric car, what does the controller help the driver do? Olivia?
Speed up or speed down.
Yeah, speed up or slow down. It tells you that's what controls how fast you're going. The controller is located between the car batteries and the electric motor and is connected to a pedal inside the car. When the driver presses down on the pedal sends a signal to the controller. The controller then delivers a certain amount of electric current to the electric motor, depending on how far down the driver presses the pedal. The further down the driver presses the pedal, the more electricity the controller sends to the motor. The more current that's sent to the electric motor, what happens to the car? The more electricity it's getting, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to go how? Faster or slower?
Faster.
Faster, exactly. Okay, so the controller in an electric car controls what? Amy, why do you have your Chromebook open?
Faster.
Close it.
The speed.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. I will get it in just a minute. I appreciate it very much. Okay, it controls what?
The speed.
The speed. Yeah, it's going to control the speed. So the harder you push the pedal or the controller, what happens? Goes faster. What if I back my foot off the controller? It's going to slow down and go slower. Okay? So let's take a look at this car. Okay? So there's 3 different parts that it's pointing to. We have A, B, and C. Looking at that diagram, which one do you think is the controller?
C.
Which one is it, Owen?
C.
Or what?
B.
Okay. All right, so let's look at this. Which one of these do you think that the driver would push to send the signal to the controller? Brayley? C. C is this pedal. That's what the driver pushes to send the information. It's like the button on your Xbox controller. That's what sends the signal to the controller. So which part do you think is the actual controller? What are you thinking, Olivia?
A.
Mm.
Because, B.
B. Okay. What do you think A does?
Like it makes A is like the motor or engine.
Yeah, that's where the actual motor or engine, where it actually is spinning based on the amount of current the controller sends out.
Under the seat
Yes. All right. Why do you think that sending more current to the car would make it go faster? Why would it go faster if you send more current?
It's more energy.
It's got more energy going, you're right. Okay. So, what part, thinking back to Mondays, what part, do you remember what it's called? The part that actually spins, the rod spins to make it go faster?
Wasn't it energy?
No, it started with a C. It's a 4-letter
Coil.
word. What is it?
Coil rod.
Coil. The coil.
I was thinking of that.
Okay.
I just couldn't think.
So yeah, so the coil is going to receive the current from the controller, and that coil makes, the more current makes the rod spin faster, and when the rod's spinning faster, it's turning the motor faster to make the car go. Okay? So remember that word coil when you're answering your questions, okay?
Coil.
You may go ahead and you may go to today's Thursday science assignment.